Well,
Mhm.
obviously, I have to ask a very important question. Hey, Austin.
Where are the bodies buried?
Well, but that can wait.
Yeah.
What happened last time on ValorPUNK?
You'll never get them. The Papadopoulos family, previously on ValorPunk, the Papadopoulos family sat down for an awkward reunion. Despite his constant passive-aggressive jabs at Russell's current lifestyle, Gino clearly cared enough about his son's well-being and even offered to quit being a cop if it meant they could be a family again. Even still, Russell was concerned by the danger he could put his family in by being around them. More on that later. Russell mentioned that the other punks were just outside, and reluctantly they also joined in on the meal. Vika felt guilty around Gino and quickly felt worse when he told her he wasn't angry with her, just disappointed. Out of nowhere, Hera appeared, threw Gino against the wall, and cursed Phoebe when she stood up for her big brother. Phoebe responded by impaling Hera with a magical spear. Swiftly returning to base, Noah concluded that this was a grade A epic tier turbo ultra god curse that was soundly out of his league. However, he knew people who might be able to help. To the disappointment of everybody, that person was Augie. Augie stated that his price was Excalibur, and surprisingly, Benji agreed. Augie broke the curse on Phoebe and was well on his way out with Excalibur when Benji offered to join him, hoping to learn what exactly the garbage wizard was up to. Augie agreed to it so long as Benji and his friends didn't try any funny business. After some deliberation, Benji agreed and then immediately went back on his word and commanded Solomon to eat him. The slippery sorcerer escaped from Solomon's gullet, so the punks tracked him back to his home, where he had allegedly abducted Scarlet and Percy. They were confronted by various illusions from their past adventures, including the cat. The Triton demon in Isabella's head insisted that it could help and dissipated the illusions by forcing Augie to vomit a lot. Like a lot. That sucked. Isabella was understandably disturbed by this grotesque turn of events and told the demon she didn't need its help, now or ever.
Mm-hmm.
The next day.
Why'd you pause like that?
Oh boy.
Oh, good music.
Benji.
Doy, what?
Bongo?
Me?
You brought the gang here,
Up north.
along with the others. You brought the gang, and they've been resting up.
Okay.
They're conscious, eating, back up, kind of like a little confused, but aside from that, they seem okay. They were like, they're Scarlett's sitting on the chair, just sort of like, dwinking around on her phone. She seems okay.
Okay. Have they said anything about, like, the last thing they remember, or, like, if they know why they were at Augie's house or anything like that? Or is it generally a thing of, oh man, he put some mind spell on you guys and you don't remember fuck?
Probably mind spell. They're like, last thing I really remember was just getting ready to head out. And then there was a knock on the hideout door, followed by blank.
So you want something to eat or what?
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
We got looks back at Vika. What do we got to eat?
We have a lot of leftovers. We have a Tupperware full of tzatziki sauce. We have.
That sounds great. I'll.
We have toast.
Yeah, just shove sauce and toast.
All right.
I was gonna say beans and toast, but I felt like that would be racist.
No, it's a good idea. I should get that, actually.
Okay. I just did not want to make any assumptions about how much someone might maybe like beans and toast. Like maybe it would be wrong. I don't know. I've just
Yeah.
been reflecting a lot.
I mean, it's kind of like beans are good, bread is good, or like who doesn't like beans and toast, really?
Do we have bangers or mash?
What?
No.
No. Okay. No bangers, no mash, beans, tzatziki sauce.
So, Benji, are they doing okay?
I think they're like, it's like a blank space for them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they seem like. Does it seem like there's any residual stank left on them or what?
We could find out.
Hmm.
We have the means.
We could get like somebody to look at them and make sure there's no like adverse effects lingering about, you know?
I can do that.
Oh,
You know how to how are you gonna do that?
I mean, I guess, he is kind of like a dream, so maybe he can?
I'll just take a quick look.
Yeah, but what do dreams have to do with like spells?
One thing I'm kind of learning is a lot of these things are like kind of connected, right?
Huh.
Because like if gods in dreams are actually their real selves in dreams, it's kind of like this like whole thing where it's just like a lot of magical things, I guess, are connected in weird ways, right?
Exactly. Dreams are windows into a magical universe.
wow.
Huh.
I don't like the thought of that actually. It brings me a lot of anxiety. Maybe a little bit of fear. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling.
The hat.
Good.
And there they go.
Here, let's also bring them bananas too.
Hey, quit running in here.
Look, Vika, we can't get rid of all the bananas, okay?
No, we can.
I,
It's okay. No, these ones they're about to go bad, so we really should have somebody eat them.
okay.
And it should be somebody who deserves some.
We'll just have to buy more.
Please stop.
Uh,
Listen to me. If I ever have to look at another banana, I could throw up at the very thought of them.
Yeah. I understand.
just Scholarith. Yes.
Oh God. Yeah. My car. There's no rust in my car.
Are you sure?
I sure hope not. If there is, I mean, like, does it like consume? Is it like cleaning or is it like destroying when you eat stuff? Because like, if it's like cleaning, then like, yeah, sure, eat the rust off. But like, you know.
Well, what do you think happens otherwise?
Your sunroof is gone.
There is now a sunroof. I mean, like, I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering. Don't destroy my car or the bike. These are very important things for our, you know.
I
livelihood.
understand. But it just smells good.
I have an air freshener in it. That's probably why.
No.
I got some scrap over there that might have like a bit of rust on it. That like I'm kind of surprised you haven't gone at that yet.
I have.
Oh,
It's like sparkling.
yeah. We're gonna need to keep in mind everyone's dietary needs, I guess. Just don't touch the car, please. Thank you.
I'm just looking at the mirror.
Yeah. So,
I'll keep an eye on her.
thank you.
So are you like embarrassed to talk to him? Are you scared? You owe him money? What is he?
Huh. No, I talked to him earlier.
Yeah? How'd they seem to you?
Yeah. Uptight as ever.
I think they might just be mad at you.
What else is new?
Well, maybe like now's a chance to maybe smooth things over. I don't know.
I don't think I want to do that.
Alright. Well, don't say I didn't offer.
Hmm.
Oh, Ravi.
Yeah, how's that going up there?
Yeah,
I'm
what's Merve doing? Because Vika shows up with a little charcuterie board of bananas,
Beans.
club crackers, beans, and tzatziki sauce.
Just like beans on this platter is insane.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I help you. You strange little child.
Merve is a doctor for dreams. He told us this. His qualifications are he told us this.
Benji in the background shaking his head no.
You have been magicked. Yeah, I know that. She's been magicked.
How much do I owe you? Oh my god.
Oh, not much. I want to play on your phone.
I don't got much games on it. I'm not
That's
allowed to
okay.
have like games and stuff on my phone. Alright, don't download nothing.
I won't.
Squints. Benji, who has like the saxophone app on his phone, and that's it, and like a bug app.
Have you guys seen the funny memes online of the when people take like just like screen footage of their like iPhones and stuff, and they like open like the beer app and then have sad music playing as they're drinking from the beer app, then switch to like the cigarette app? It's great.
Amazing.
I wouldn't have trusted him with that phone. It's probably different.
It's probably fine, but like if he does something wrong, I'll just get Isabella to scold him or something. I don't know. Who's he gonna call? Tommy?
Boop, 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 boop. I guess not. I guess not. Yeah, we can lay down the law later if he doesn't listen to you.
Yeah. That's what we get for bringing like little kids and stuff here. It's not a place
Well,
for him. It's not a place for
well,
me.
you-
Or the many adults that you have brought to this place.
You think I wanted to do that? What, you think I was gonna just jump him off behind a 7-Eleven?
Oh, it's fine. I'm mostly talking to everybody.
Isabella did not mean to accidentally have a dream child and bring him to this world.
I'm not blaming Isabella and her dream child.
She did
Maybe
not-
you should be more strict about like actually enforcing the rules. Have you kicked anybody out yet?
Hey, don't we shouldn't have that on the table now. Maybe we should
It's a little late for it now.
we should roll those words back just a little bit.
Well, I
because-
can't. I don't want these people to be like homeless, but you know, we have brought a lot of people here. It's getting a bit cramped. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like she said this to us twice already.
Yes!
We're really
And yet
bad
she's done
guests.
nothing about it.
She's just so hospitable, which is one of the reasons Suhela is the best. Because she's so hospitable, and this is a great virtue for anybody to have.
Yeah, he's pretty alright.
I'm not going to start charging rent because I'll be goddamned if the last thing I will be is a landlord. But we need a little more help.
Get the job, got it.
You want
Would
money
you
coming in?
need us to like open a second office or something, like a branch office?
No.
Don't make a joke.
It was hard enough to transport this one to another dimension.
Yeah, you guys might have like a little bit of residual curse on you. I don't know if it's like a curse or a spell or like an enchantment or what. But Oggy did something. So like, if you start like smelling colors or like feeling like you're floating, that's probably that.
Ugh,
I don't know. You know his tricks better than I do.
sorry to impose. We'll be out of your hair before too long. Right, Scar?
Yeah. I mean, we gotta go back here pretty soon, yeah?
Probably. I'm just waiting on a couple loose ends to get tied up. Fake passports and all that,
Oh, where are
So-
you getting those?
so we don't get arrested on the way in. Eh?
Looks at Vika.
What? What?
What you need that for?
What if I want a fake passport for? What if I want to run away to Mexico? I don't know. Listen. Always have to have these options open. These guys have the right idea. I need fake identification.
I need it.
She just thinks you're just gonna use that to buy beer.
Well, I mean, I know a guy.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, he's a local. He's getting everything set up. Says everything's on the up and up.
You
He's
should
not
probably
a
make
ninja,
sure-
is he?
No, he's not a ninja.
Okay,
You should probably make sure Oggy hasn't iced him while you were out.
Nah, he's a little diamond guy.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah, all right.
little diamond guy. Victor?
Yeah, it's right there. He used to tell me
This
he
is
did this
fake ID?
before. Yeah. Yeah, man, he's an entrepreneur. He be up in like a whole bunch of different stuff. He does everything to make money.
He's only ever sold me fucking Game Boy Colors.
Yeah, it's because you're a low key Mark.
Did you ever ask for anything other than a Game Boy Color?
I asked for like drugs and he told me he doesn't do that shit.
You probably sounded like a cop.
To be fair, that was when we were like almost cops. So
I was never the cop.
the association.
Yeah, I guess so. She gives up.
Anyway, I don't know. Hopefully, cops who got Nuggy done something with them. Have to keep an eye on that if we can, because like he wanted the sword. Because I don't know, he wants to go take over the world. Oggy shit.
Yeah. Nah. I'm sure he would have just delivered it to someone else in exchange for whatever it was he really wanted.
Do you know what he wanted?
I have never known what that man wants. But I was all too happy to string him along. Guess that's my fault.
Yeah.
Well, if we do need to skedaddle, how do we get out?
Oh, you could just take any of the exits. They'll drop you off at different places in town.
Great.
You gonna say bye to Tim?
You're not going to take him with you?
If he wanted to come, he'd have already come.
Have you offered?
No. I don't want that. I don't want that jump around.
Ooh.
Ooh, chump.
Is that what you would have said about me?
If you want to come, you can come. You're welcome. You're welcome anytime, Benj.
He feels bad. He feels really bad. That's bad to hear.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sick of Morty's attitude.
I feel like he could be a jerk and stuff, but I feel like you're kind of responsible for that.
For him? I take no responsibility over him. He was an adult by the time I met him.
How old was he? Like, thinking back.
He probably like wasn't like a long adult, but like, you know.
Long adult.
Not like a long adult. Like early 20s, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like late teens, early 20s. He was a grown ass man by the time they met. You, on the other hand, you do have some responsibility for.
What if
Or
I
at
got
least
what if I get a bad attitude by the time I'm his age, huh? You gonna treat me the same?
Nah, because then it would be my fault.
Shit. He's like, I don't claim him.
Lord can do whatever he wants. If he wants to come along, he can come. Same with you.
No, I'd rather send him somewhere where people actually give a shit about him and want him around. I might be a little bit harder to find that, but like...
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Fuck. I feel like he's been holding on to this for a little bit.
Yeah, he has. Benji right now is like, dude, why are you being such a dick? You never talked like this to me before.
Well, I mean, you're like kind of an adult now, so.
He and I are work associates, nothing more. You and I. Maybe roommates at most.
Uh-oh.
But
Am I out?
no, I hear you.
No,
I see you.
I hear you.
Oh gosh, you just cut out in the middle of a sentence, and I was
Oh.
like,
Oh,
oh
no.
what's happening again?
Oh, no. You, on the other hand, like, I don't know, I've known you since you was a kid.
I suppose you're gonna sit here and take credit for the wonderful strapping young lad I've turned into.
Not all credit, but some.
Well, I think Tim's mostly stuck with me now because he does what I says, which is like kind of messed up now that I think about it, because he's my responsibility. So now it's like I'm his dad.
Yeah, for now, maybe. Just watch your back with that one.
Nah. It's so weird for Benji and like talking to any of these people, because when he was younger, he felt like he always got something comforting out of talking to them, but now every time they interact, he just feels worse.
Mm-hmm.
And he feels stuck, and like he has not like gone backwards in any progress, but like there's no give here.
It's like these aren't your people anymore.
Yeah.
You have outgrown them in a sense.
Hanging out with high school friends after college.
Yeah.
Oh, except you're a child.
You're being...
Yeah. Except you're the kid.
Middle school kids once they become high schoolers.
I can't hang out with you babies anymore.
You guys are babies looking at a 50-year-old man.
Yeah. Well, it seems like you're well taken care of here. My thanks to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want? What do you want?
No, I'm just standing close to you because we do take care of you because we love and cherish you or something.
What do you mean, oh, Sammy?
Or something. Stop.
Yeah.
Oh, it's being weird, man. This is weird. Well, anyway, if I do decide to go public about the whole destiny thing or whatever, you better have my back, because if you don't, then I don't know.
Why wouldn't I? Look at that. I'm a regular. Oh God, what's his name? Yeah, I'm a regular Sir K, right? That's a bad comparison, actually.
That's not a good. Yeah, that's,
yeah. He was kind of a dick. Well, I'm kind of a dick. Whatever.
You weren't before.
Oof.
Yeah. Benj. I've always been a bit of a dick. Just not to
You
you.
were better at hiding it.
Yeah. But
You're a man.
Oh yeah, you go. Call up Jackie. Tell him sorry.
That's well, that's part of growing up, ain't it? Finding
Hey,
out that the
stop,
adults you grew up
stop.
with.
No, stop ignoring what I said. You call Jackie. You tell him you're sorry.
What? Sorry for what?
He thinks you took his sword.
Oh yeah.
I didn't take his sword.
Yeah, but he thinks that. And I'm
Well,
sure he'd at least like to hear from you.
I haven't been able to get in touch with that guy in years.
Oh my god, you... Mavet!
Wow, 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 wow.
Mavet!
What?
Wait, does Benji have his phone number?
Do you have Odin's phone number?
He gave us something.
He,
No, he said
like
he was
you
trying
can call,
to set
you
up
can
a
call
phone
him.
plan.
Did he give you like a feather or something weird?
He gave us birdseed.
Yeah.
But I don't want to summon him here. If I can call him on a phone, that'd be cool. But,
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
better.
that would be cool.
like, I don't want to take him out of his day.
Ah, he has all the days. He could make some room for you.
Yeah, I'm sure he's really
Deadbeat.
busy.
Benji
What
looks
do you-
through his phone, remembers that he doesn't have the number. Never mind, sorry. Benji's gonna give him, like half a teaspoon of the bird seed. I'd be like, alright. You at least tell him what the state of things are. Tell him that, like, you know, you're not dead, Scar's not dead.
Is this birdseed?
Yeah, you gotta flick it on the ground, probably do it somewhere, like, not... Do it somewhere, like, if you're on a rooftop, I bet you could do it there, that'd be good. But, like, don't do it in the middle of the street, because, like... It clicks for Benji. Oh, he probably doesn't know. Oh, shit. Well, he's gotta find out sometime. Oops!
Well, that's weird. Alright, I will hold on to this until it is time to release it. You done good, kid.
His leg hurts today.
Aw.
He doesn't say anything. He just shrugs.
Just between you and me, I don't think you really need us anymore. But we'd be happy to have you anyway. I never had kids, but if I did, you get what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
You're a good kid, Benj.
Hmm.
He just nods, like chews on the side of his lip.
Scar, ready to go?
I guess.
She's not done with her tzatziki sauce and bananas.
Oh, I'm done. Thanks, dear.
Oh, okay. Well, if
Right.
you're... All right. If you didn't... Okay, yeah. You don't want to go?
You know what? That'd be great, love.
Okay. All right. You good?
It's like talking to kids.
He says right next to the kid.
Yeah.
To the baby. I'm just gonna get a Tupperware.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna have
Put the
Russell
last
check up
banana in
on.
there.
Gonna have Russell check up on Isabella.
You
Mm-hmm.
mark hopeless.
Oh.
No.
You're like, my
No.
old friends suck.
Mm. So, Russell's probably just gonna knock on the door and crack it open.
Come in.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, Russ.
Hello.
I'm not sure if she's still sleeping.
That was actually a question I have. Am I conscious?
If you want to be.
Yeah, I figure Isabella probably like laid down and just hasn't really fallen asleep yet, and she kind of sits up. Oh, hi.
Yeah. Hello. How's it going?
Well, Been thinking a lot. Trying to figure out what the next move is, but I'm also trying not to think too much because Noah told me I can't, work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How about you? I mean, a lot happened involving your family. They're all okay, right?
I mean, I assume so. Like, it's a lot to, process for one day. I guess I'll probably understand it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was just curious. I mean, it seemed like the lunch went pretty good. Besides Hera showing up, like before all that stuff happened, like your dad talking about leaving the Force for you and stuff.
It's not just leaving the Force for me. It's leaving Force for the whole entire family. But yeah, it's
right.
It's something. Yeah, like it's a big deal and a big step, but like I said, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Well, right.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously you know your dad better than I, but I was pretty shocked to hear that.
Oh, but... yeah, I mean, it's just, he's in a position where he can do that. I mean, Mom makes a lot of money, so...
Sure, but
yeah, it was very important to him, so the fact that he's putting his family first is massive. Really massive. But, like I said, I don't really know when I'll be able to return to home or if I am. So,
Wait, Gino said he was quitting?
Yeah.
Sorry, don't mean to eavesdrop. It's just
you're good.
Yeah, you can come over here and join because, you know him differently than I do, I guess.
Oh, I'm working on stuff, but I can still kind of hear. Sorry. So yeah, that's nuts. Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's quite the turn considering what the initial purpose of Valor Force was for him.
Yeah. Well, the whole election thing didn't exactly pan out for him, and that was really his as up as he could go at this point.
Yeah.
And so he might be considering just, retiring anyway.
Yeah, with stuff like that, I guess that's pretty much it caps your career where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah, it's stuff's crazy. Yeah.
Kind of a weird question, but you mentioned it might be difficult for you to go back home. Do you want to?
I mean,
no judging. I'm just genuinely curious at this point.
I mean, the comfort's nice.
Fair.
It's this kind of thing for the most part. If you had something that comfortable and that, familiar to you, I mean, you would want to go back, but there comes a time in your life where you just can't. Eventually, you have to take that step forward. And if the vigilante stuff makes me take that step forward, then I have no other option, really.
I suppose. There is also the possibility of making a new identity. I know that's not super ideal. But...
I mean, if I was just a normal person who could enter witness protection, probably, but I don't think I really have that kind of ability to go under the radar.
It wouldn't be impossible. I've heard of some superheroes who do it. In fact, a lot of people with powers used to do that quite a lot. if they wanted to say, you know, maybe they got their powers through some kind of like weird accident that wasn't their fault. They could like promise not to use them and get like a secondary citizenship sort of thing that would let them like, you know, it would sort of let them like live a more normal life at the cost of like not really publicly using their powers and stuff like that.
Yeah, and that doesn't sound much like freedom at all, really.
Well, I mean, it even people who enter witness like witness protection sort of stuff, they have their freedoms
Stripped
Revoked.
from them.
not revoked, but like
Limited.
limited. Yeah,
Mm.
limited just for the sake of their own safety.
Yeah, that's no good. So, if this is the step that it takes for me to have to take that step forward to not, you know, go home again, then that's it, I guess, right? Like I said, I'm not gonna be through with this until everyone is.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. It was just on my mind, and you don't speak up about your problems very often, or if things are hurting you. So I just wanted to check, anyways.
I mean,
Hmm.
you know, it's always a lot going on. It's,
Yeah.
you know, and it's hard to speak of your problems when a new one shows up, like, you know, every day or so. But like on the bright side, I feel like all of us here find solutions more than we find problems. So eventually, if we just keep working forward, we'll be fine.
Hell yeah.
Is my Zune broken?
What?
My music keeps like
Yeah,
it
my-
plays
yeah, my-
2
my-
yeah,
seconds
it plays
and then
2 seconds
Okay,
and then
I
starts.
thought it was mine.
Holy shit.
That was so. Oh,
Oh,
No.
oh, I understand now. Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
man.
Oh, you're in a loop.
Austin, please.
Oh, that was very clever. Don't like that.
Okay, there it goes.
but like I was
Let's
saying,
look
we'll
up.
be fine.
Yeah. Sorry. He showed up for a second.
Yeah. Yeah, that's oof. I can't imagine having someone in my mind like that. That's
Yeah. It's
oh,
come in.
Toast.
That actually sounds amazing. If it's for me.
Beans.
Sure, I'll have some beans.
Optional beans.
I'll take some optional beans.
It's authentic.
I thought
Authentic.
I first thought you said it's all scented, and I was like, cool.
No, it's authentic.
I mean, aren't all beans scented?
I would assume so.
It's authentic.
I'm
You got
sorry.
it, hey.
I'm sorry. That was not meant to be a dig at the accent. I just misheard you, and
It's
yeah.
okay.
So, how are you two doing? A lot has happened, especially for you, Bongo. You doing all right over there? That's very telling.
He leans back on boat, squishing it a little bit. Your
Hmm.
otter that you named Boat.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware of
Okay,
Boat.
okay.
For the audience, in case they don't remember Boat.
Our good friend, Boat. You remember.
You remember.
Are you feeling better? Or after take a nap, you feel better?
I didn't have a great nap, admittedly. It's hard to turn my brain off. Uh, and it doesn't help that I saw him again, and he's had the audacity to, you know, when you get a song stuck in your head, but like only one of the lyrics sticks? Yeah,
Nice.
he's been doing that. It's been real cheeky.
Asshole.
Yeah. It's some petty bullshit, but it seems fitting.
I've heard that the way to get out of that is like finish the song in your head.
I mean, yeah.
Sing over it or like think over it.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll have to try that if he goes for that again. I've also been trying to figure out what the next move is.
Did Noah mention anything or anyone we can talk to about your problem?
She kind of like leans up against the bed a bit more. I mean,
It'll take more than just a standard exorcist.
Thanks for the update. We're probably going to need someone really high up that has a lot of experience with this sort of stuff to actually...
Well, I might have just like ruined one of our options, so sorry about that.
Oh,
What,
To
no.
be fair.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I was not going to
No.
work with that guy.
I mean, like,
And
at the end of the day, right? If he's messing with your dreams, couldn't we go in?
things like, what, with Merve bringing you in? Can he do that?
I mean,
Oh, that's a pretty alright idea. I seem to be like I'm like pretty swole in my dreams.
I mean, you're pretty swole here.
No, but I mean like everything comes easier in my dreams, and like I usually win if I'm in a fight.
Oh, maybe.
and I don't exactly
Would
know.
that be enough?
Don't exactly know dream rules in relation to gods and things, but I mean, Zeus seems pretty coherent.
Is there a god of dreams? It's got to be one of them.
I mean, it's probably 20.
Are you
We-
related to any?
Do we got any connections?
Probably. I just like
mean,
pull up Google and like, I don't know, type in like family tree
Okay.
and then like Zeus.
He's referring to Hypnos.
Let me see. Let me get
Isabella
out my
refuses to
phone
say anything.
and look up. Oh God, what would I look up here?
I guess just Greek gods or...
Greek god
Oh, let me see.
dream. Let me see. Morpheus. Interesting spellings I don't know how to pronounce.
We've got Morpheus. We've got Hypnos, god of sleep.
Oh. Oneros? I don't
Yeah,
know this.
but,
I don't
like-
know. Do these look familiar to you, Russell? Shows him.
Like, I know, but like, you know, if it's like, so I'm looking Google family tree. So Hera and Dionysus made Pasithea, who had children with Hypnos, and one of those children is Morpheus, and I think Dionysus is related to me in some way. So yes, down the family tree, as everything, I am connected to the god of dreams. So
Dionysus is his first cousin. Or half brother.
Oh, what's going here with a swan? What the fuck's happening here?
I
Oh, I
know,
think
don't-
that's one of the Welsh myths or something.
Oh no! Oh,
don't-
I'm Xing out of that. I don't need to see all that now.
I'm not interested in all that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I guess technically we could go down that route, or I could just, we could not rely on these sketchy people to do it and just try to find some way to do it ourselves.
I agree.
What about that weird guy that wanted your blood so fucking bad? You remember that freak at the gym?
Huh?
Don't you remember? It was me, you, and Gavin, and Noah was there. And then this weird guy showed up and like he offered you like money for your blood.
Oh,
Do you remember him?
that Merit guy?
Uh-huh. That looks like a wizard if I have seen a wizard, which I've seen like city.
I mean, yeah, but like he's also the guy that showed up with Nilani during that event. I mean, but like he would probably ask for something like my blood, and then I don't want people to have my blood. That's weird.
Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that.
they could just scrape that off of, Crime Alley for free if they wanted it so fucking bad.
I guess, yeah, true. I'm not really stingy with it.
I'd rather not go the god route of getting me out. Not even sure it would work, to be honest.
I think Isabella this whole time has just been like clenching her fist in the blanket, just like trying to ignore him as best as she can.
Sorry, this is probably stressful to talk about, right?
No, it's just that he's commenting the entire time.
Oh, that's
What is
something.
Isabella, you and I want the same thing. It might not seem like it, but I assure you, I want out just as bad as you do. I was better when I could exert my influence from afar. Now I'm trapped in one little person, instead of spread out among many.
Here's the thing though, I don't want to just let you out, because yes, then you will start to influence everyone again. I need to figure out how to just kill you. Just gonna be honest here. Just gonna try and kill you.
I can think of one way.
Yeah, I know, but that's not an option.
Well, I'm here to help.
I bet you are.
So, first off, I mean, if you can talk with him, like, maybe figuring out what he is exactly.
Yeah, like think about it this way. What do we know about him? What do we know about him, like, compared to regular demons? Because you said he's like a demon, like, straight up, eh?
Yeah.
Maybe
He
not
also-
the same type of demon, but a demon.
A foreign
to be
entity
certain.
of some sort that exists in what was it, spirit? In like the spiritual, like ethereal realm?
Not even really that. Right now, I only exist in your mind.
I guess he's just trapped in here, specifically. Taps the
A
side of her head.
memory. I'm a lot of memories.
I mean,
Maybe we just give you a bad bonk.
Oh, the bad bonk.
Like the baddest bonk, just one for the road.
Maybe we shouldn't, but she's like a normal person.
Laser targeted exactly on the, I don't know, cerebral cortex, is that it? Where's the memory stored to you? I
That
don't know.
would probably get rid of me.
Let's not lobotomize our smartest girl. It feels
I
like
would-
Is that what that is? Is that the same thing?
it's, the kind of a
it's in
little.
the ballpark. It's
Yeah,
not
it's in the
stellar. I see where you're coming from, and I understand it's not the worst idea. It's just we don't really have the skill set to do this. Not to mention we're dealing with the supernatural, so this also escalates difficulty.
Wait a second. Okay,
Yeah.
this might be like reaching a bit.
Sure.
Okay, so if this for you, it says it's just like a memory, right?
Yeah,
Generally works in like the same part of your brain.
sure.
I'm trying to think like what are like average people who have like regular like traumatic memories, who say like they've been in like, I don't know, a car accident or a bad childhood or something like that. They go to therapy, right? Aren't there like therapists who could like and like put you in the chair and be like, now go back and think, and it has no power over you. We know someone like that.
You're gonna try
What?
to hypnotize me away?
You want me to call who's Dr. Samuel, or
Yeah.
Because
you
like
want me to call Dr.
Ollie's a
Sam?
piece of shit, but I imagine
I mean,
I
they've
mean-
been here once before.
Yeah, like that's certainly a possibility, but It's also crossed my mind because he is a memory, and I have, courtesy of this power, I am able to transfer memory into data. If I could pinpoint him, I might be able to upload specifically him somewhere and then destroy that, but I don't know if that's going to work because for all I know, he might grip onto other things and take it with him. And I might miss a spot.
Here's a weird idea, right?
Sure.
So you've been brain scanning yourself for a long time, pretty much, right?
Yeah, more or less.
So consider this like some sort of like computer or something, right? Where we consider that past brain scan as a save point of some sort, like a backup, right? So we know what your body was like before this, right? And so by comparison with what your body is now, potentially we could set up some sort of either reverse or maybe some sort of like white blood cell sort of situation in your body that tries to restore yourself back to a previous point.
That sounds dangerous.
It sounds like, if done wrong, we're talking about a factory reset.
I'm like,
That sounds like if done wrong, you make yourself allergic to yourself.
I mean, like,
It's a cool idea, though.
I mean, like, all options lead down dangerous is pretty much like, but like with at least considering the past brain scan could isolate the problem and thus given to some other more, well-versed professional in these sort of things could probably like, use that to diagnose.
Antivirus.
If you want to try to do that, I will stop you.
She thinks about that. That's the first thing that he specifically says, I'd stop you. We talked about gods and whatnot, and he didn't say shit about that.
Anything that would lead to the destruction of myself without you, I will stop you.
She kind of like narrows her eyes. Well, Russ, you might be on the right track. This is the first thing that he's been notably not pleased with. We had talked about gods, and he seemed pretty blasé about it.
So maybe he's more like susceptible to the actual like science and technology angle.
He might be, he might be more, I don't know if this is the case. I'm completely spitballing here. I don't even know if this is possible. He might be a more tech-based demon? Or closer to a virus.
Like some sort
like
of Shin Megami
yeah.
Tensei.
Oh,
Digital Demon Saga.
that means this is going to be hard.
Get ready to grind.
You suddenly see Dante appear behind him, featuring Dante! Right. That could definitely be worth exploring. I will definitely need my dad and Gavin's help. No offense, they're just the most tech savvy of us.
No, that's fair.
Non-vegan.
I mean, then there's also a Mr. Roland A. Round.
That's not a terrible idea.
But also, just getting that therapist person, I would probably also help. I don't know. Let's just hit it with as many hammers as we can. One of them will work eventually, or one of them will have an idea that's like, worth it eventually, right?
Shrugs.
Yeah.
Isabella's gonna examine something, and she's gonna make sure that she doesn't connect to it mentally. Like she's gonna turn off the Wi-Fi or whatever. However the Inga project works. If Isabella were to go back and look at all the times that she's logged on using it and whatnot, is there at any point that I could have been lucky enough that it almost like copies the data of my mind? As in like, if absolutely necessary, could Isabella, like Russell had suggested, take a login point as like, essentially like, could I take an old save and save over
Right.
the current me? I'd lose all the memories in between, but it would like factory reset in a sense, and hopefully.
Yeah, that
wipe
is
this game.
not something that you have had the technology to do.
Fair.
Like that's not in anybody around you's like skill set. But if anyone could, Roland would be a pretty good pick
Mhm.
for inventing something like that.
Yeah. He do be having those finances too.
Okay. So who do you want to contact first? Roland, Dr. Samuel, or a third person, I guess. I mean, your dad was here. Dad isn't here anymore.
Oh, yeah, where'd he wander off to? He might have been getting lunch or something.
I'll go take care of the baby.
Right. My kid. She like it's
Yeah.
just like
Oh,
1,000
the
yards
battery on
stare.
my phone is probably gone.
I can get it recharged quick for you. I guess we could try the least invasive thing and try therapy. Shrugs.
Right.
It might do us all good, honestly.
Fair. Yeah,
Is that the
you kids are pretty messed up.
I mean, all right. I guess I'll call them.
You don't seem ecstatic about that.
I probably should have. I should call more. I just don't. But this is an emergency, so I feel like they will answer.
Okay, let me do something real quick. Move some stuff around a little bit.
They pick up their phone. I'm busy. Hang up.
Hangs
Oh,
up.
No.
Okay.
my therapist fired me. Which is fine. I understand. I know I can be a lot, so like I get it.
To be fair, you are probably the most that they've
They
dealt
said
with.
they said that my therapist told me I was toxic and that they need to break off the relationship.
You
Isabella just like nods. That's interesting.
So it's a joke.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I make jokes to hide the pain. Oh, okay. It's fine.
I am hurting so much. Just nods.
Kid. She's sort of like,
I
oh
scoot.
god.
We
scoot?
seen change.
Okay,
Uh,
I see. Up here to the very top.
The tippy top.
And let me do this. Let me grab you. Whoop.
And
And you
anyone
get out
else
of here.
And then, I was about to say like anyone else
Solo
wants
sesh.
to be.
How can I help you, Isabella?
Oh, okay. So I guess I'll just do the fastest explanation. So you know the Triton situation, like the building went poof.
Yes,
Okay.
I've been brought up to speed to an extent.
Oh, so then do you know about the demon in my head?
I haven't been that brought up to speed.
Okay, so Triton turns out was a demon that was spread across like a wide margin of the world, and I used my power, which is to essentially download memories from people, on all of him. I attempted to upload him. I guess I didn't do that correct, and now he's in here, and
What did you try to upload him to?
servers, he must be big. So that didn't work great.
I would, before we move on, I would make sure that those servers are taken care of.
Oh, they were disconnected from the internet and then, disintegrated. Like literally
Oh.
atoms.
Oh, all right. Well, then that sounds taken care of.
Yep, I hope so.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get to know each other a little bit before I really start digging in your head there.
Sure.
First, you, Isabella, Isabella Peretti, and let me see here. Great. All right, and then we cut slightly.
Whoa.
Vika, we haven't talked in a while.
No, we haven't, but there are many good reasons for that, actually.
Well, I'm sure that is the case.
Yeah.
Why
A
don't
lot
you?
was-
Why don't we take some time to catch up?
Sure. There's a demon in Isabella. That's been sort
Yeah.
of
I
crazy.
I have heard about that. How about you? How are you doing?
Oh, me? I'm doing like bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Um,
how about Vesper? How's things going with Vesper?
oh, Vesper's lovely as always.
Well, when I say that, I mean, how about, like, are you still going around at night? That
Oh,
was
yes.
something we had mentioned previously.
Yeah. I still do that.
And so I assume this isn't like, nightly walks or anything like that. Violent?
I guess it really depends. The most violent one recently was probably the big building.
Right. I heard about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
How have you been adapting to that? You are now a public face in some respects. Certainly more public than you were.
It's a little nerve-wracking sometimes, but the stress of having to hide a little bit because of a warrant, but seeing people talk about the station online and stuff it's nice.
Yeah. And so you like you appreciate, is it like the attention that you like? What is it that you like about this situation?
I don't feel like my entire life was a dirty little secret.
Okay.
I mean, it was, but now people know about it, and they're speculating about it, and it's just nice to not feel like a cryptid or something,
I know.
Yeah. So that's
meanwhile, let's see, Benjamin Sharma, is that correct?
Yeah.
All
You
right.
just call me Benj now.
All right, Benj. And why did you request to sit down with me?
I mean, I didn't really, but I guess I felt like I had to because everybody else was kind of coming in and saying stuff. So.
And okay, so tell me about yourself.
It's still August, right?
Yeah.
Well, you could probably tell I'm from Av. I'm almost 15 now. Hopefully gonna be going to school in the next few months. I don't know, maybe.
That's good. Do you enjoy school?
It's all right. It's like weird over here, and like it's all right. I don't really like. It's just something I gotta do, I guess.
Are you? I I should probably ask this. Are you interested in being a superhero?
I don't really think I have to. Like, I'm not like interested in like the whole like getting like action figures and everything made of me. I was just kind of like I like the costume. It looked cool and everything, but I could just like do that anyway. I could just do that as a fashion piece, and no one could tell me no, because like it's me. Like I got ferrokinesis, but like turns out it's deeper than that because like I am mithril and like I got like metal power.
You are mithril. What does that mean exactly?
Oof. He puts his hand on the table and just like lets it melt like mercury and just kind of puddle around. So that looks like mercury, but it's actually like space metal, and it's that was the stuff what Triton is like mining and selling for like weapons and stuff, and
Right.
that's also what like a lot of ancient weapons is made of, and like artifacts and everything. And I was with my face was like, they did the thing because since I'm like a minor, they had to like blank out my face. But I was the young lad who was in with the Mary lot back in the day. I said back in the day, but that was literally like this time last year.
It was a few years ago.
Yeah.
That was when I was first made aware of them. Right, a child. I do remember they had a kid with them. Yeah. Wow. And so you ended up here.
Oh no. So like we're all doing therapy? I mean, I guess like, you know,
I figured I figured I'd take a moment to talk to everyone.
Okay.
Given that you guys are all in fairly unique circumstances, and this is, for your age, you've been dealing with some pretty heavy stuff, and so I wanted to make sure that everyone was doing okay. I know that Suhaila might not be the most attentive of guardians at times, and
Get her.
and
okay.
While I know she cares, there's one of her, and it looks like
13 or so of you.
14 of you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, that checks out. Yeah, that's just doing your duty. I get it. Yeah.
I just want to make sure everybody's safe, and like safety can come in a lot of different looks, right? Safety can be physical, and while it does seem that here in this nice house in another dimension you do appear physically safe, I do wonder if you guys are emotionally safe given the nature of some of the things that you guys have to deal with, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we all kind of support each other. We're like a little network here. You know,
I'm glad.
Yeah. You know, it's great to have so many people to rely on. Because it used to not be like this. It used to just be like me and Vesper, and then it just kind of like more people like eventually jumped on, and it grew bigger and bigger and bigger, and now we're here.
Yeah. And how are you dealing with that? Is that a good change, or has that been a taxing change? Especially with you being one of the first, I'm sure a lot of people look to you as something of a leader, right?
I try not to take that term, but I do feel responsible for a lot of the stuff that's going on. Yeah.
And is that a heavy weight? Is it particularly burdensome?
I mean,
understand, I'm not going to tell anybody. This is
yeah. My
doctor-patient.
Yeah, my mom's a therapist. I understand how some of this stuff works.
Right. Papadopoulos, of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Oh.
I've worked with your mother.
Mm-hmm. She's pretty neat. Yeah, it's just, the illegal nature of everything kind of puts a lot of pressure on us. School starts in a week or so, and we can't really exactly do that with, all the legal stuff going on without getting arrested or everything like that. So
Right. Hopefully we'll be able to sort something out. Especially when it comes to you guys. I might be able to pull a few strings and see if anything can get done, but they've been hammering down on people going against the Honor Act pretty hard.
no, it's understandable. I wouldn't ask you to do something like that. I mean, like...
just getting my own permits to use my powers publicly, even within the confines of my job, was a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like, if you could at least, I think trying is better than nothing. So I appreciate that. Just, I've been telling everyone, unless everyone can get out of this situation, then I'm gonna still keep doing what I'm doing.
First to arrive, last to leave.
Yeah, that sort of situation. I'm not gonna bind anyone else to that kind of thing, though. Life is, I only have 1 year of school left. It's not a whole big deal. I've quit all my clubs to join Valor Force when that started, so I'm behind in that. And then oh god, I had summer reading, and I definitely didn't do that. There's
well, something tells me you'll be okay. And is it here in the room with us, Isabella?
Isabella tries so hard not to roll her eyes, but she looks over and goes, yeah, and she'll gesture over to the chair at the head of the table.
Interesting. And what sort of you said it talks to you?
Yeah. A lot of the time they are trying to be heavy air quotes helpful, telling me what is and what isn't a good idea. Anytime that we've spitballed ideas of how to remove them, they have been very vocal in if it's a good or a bad idea. So yeah, comes and goes. Make songs stick in my head. Not a fan of that, but that's the least of my problems.
Do you have missing time at all?
She thinks about that. Has she recently?
Not so far.
No, not yet, I guess, based on your tone.
Okay. Well, that is definitely something you're going to want to be on the lookout for. If this thing is what it seems to be, then you might start to notice missing time, or perhaps in your case you might notice being more exhausted. People might remember conversations with you that you didn't have with them.
Right. Noah had mentioned something similar. Right. So you seem to have a pretty good amount of knowledge of demons. Do you have any suggestions on maybe not removal, but at least control?
None that come easy.
Ah. Okay. Well,
it took me a long time to deal with mine.
Oh. I didn't realize that.
Yes. Basically, long time ago, when I was younger than you are now, my father kidnapped me from my mother and placed a demon inside of me.
I'm sorry.
It's still there. It gave me abilities and a lot of identity issues growing
Yeah,
up.
I imagine so.
And there were times where it didn't always feel like I was in charge of me. So that's something to look out for as well.
Duly noted. Yeah, this is certainly new to me, and
hopefully we will be able to get that out of you
that would be good
before it becomes an issue. You just see it standing behind them and sort of just going like nah, 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 with his hands.
It's just that scene from
fucking Conjuring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we just need to we're going to take this one step at a time, Isabella, and I'm going to do everything in my power to help you. If not excise it, then at least help you dominate it.
Looks over at Triton.
He just sort of like you can try.
Surely ponders on that. Isabella's not immune to the temptation of control.
Mm-hmm. Demons, at least the kind I'm used to. Mine didn't talk to me so much.
Oh, that sounds nice, at least.
It was more of just like a presence. It was like a feeling of
being watched
and also watching. It was impulse control was a big challenge for me. And I found that the more I gave into those impulses, the stronger it became. It took a lot of personal discipline to be able to shut it down.
Okay. Yeah. I will. Oh, thank God. I will have to, I guess, try some different things. I know Noah's already said that I need to not work as often, or at least not to the same extent I did before.
Being tired will definitely weaken your ability to fight it.
Yeah. Oh boy. Vika gonna come rushing in.
Oh boy.
And so, like I said, these kids, man, they are just like, it's a lot.
Crazy, these
It's
kids.
a lot. It's a lot. I know.
That's what we were like, don't you remember? We're just trouble.
Yeah, well, no, I've only been here for a few days now. Everyone is really nice. Yes, I am from space.
So I did have to, you know, Victor was a guy that I knew, and I did tragically have to, pull the plug on him. He was in a lot of pain and suffering and stuff like that, and so that's been very hard for me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I'm so
that was
sorry.
tough. Yeah, same day, disintegrated the building. I think that it's possibly related. I don't know. It was a weird day. What can I say? Isabella infected with a demon. I had to kill someone who I thought was my best friend a long time ago. He never liked me. It's fine. I'm mostly over it. She's not over it.
Sam's
So-
like, oh boy.
I'm going to give you some exercises to do.
I'm gonna give you some ecstasy.
I'm going to give you some exercises to do, and
Yeah.
we're going to have to work on some things. I see. You're going to want to call me a little sooner next time.
There was a lot of crazy stuff that was, and I really did mean to eventually do it.
I
but
know.
You know how it is.
I know how it is. And
There's a
believe
demon
me,
in the girl.
you have to understand, Vika. This isn't about Isabella right now. I'm working with Isabella as well.
I know. It's just
Right now, this
already-
is about you. And I
Mhm.
know that you're worried about Isabella. I know that everybody here is. I'm just going to. Right now, we're focused on you and I.
Yeah. It's easier to worry about Isabella than worry about me.
Yeah, I think I understand that.
Mhm.
And that's to an extent, it's an admirable quality. But I think what we're going to do, I think what we want to do is we're going to take some time. We're going to take some time to focus on you and some more constructive things you can spend your evening doing.
Yeah, I've been thinking about maybe getting into FIFA, the video game.
Okay, video games. You like video games?
I don't really play video games. The only video games we had in space was, of course, Tetris, and then bootleg and heavily edited Banjo and Kazooie.
Okay.
Well, those are the ones I had access to, but like as a hobby, other people were more into that. But my hobby was writing poetry about a boy who didn't like me.
Poetry. You like poetry?
Well, yes.
Okay. Well, have you written any poetry recently?
Sometimes. In my
Okay.
notepad, like my tablet that I have in my bed.
Okay. Well, I think that would actually be a fantastic use of time. When you're, if whenever you feel the urge to, go out and punch,
Mhm.
use that moment as a trigger to sit down and start working on some poetry.
Yeah, but I love the punching.
I know, but the punching isn't good for us, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Okay, so you are a rock from space that has been given. That you are a gestalt entity from space.
What does that mean?
It means that you are a legion, from of many one. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
So because you mentioned a moment ago how you feel more completed, and you'll have these communications whenever you're taking in more mithril, right?
Yeah.
And so it sounds like this is it feels to me like there's some sort of goal to eventually get all of you back.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what it feels like is like the right thing to do.
Is that
It
what
feels
you
like-
want to do?
I think it's like it probably make me happier because I'd have like kind of feels like I have like more people in my court, you know?
I see. And
Like that's the right thing to do, but I'm also like, man, what if I get bored of this? What if I get like 80% there and I'm like, all right, lads, this is it. Like you do the rest. I'm gonna, just do like it's
and you were given sentience through contact with or you were at least turned into a boy through contact with Odin. What do you and Odin have a relationship at all?
no really. Like I guess we did. Like way back in the day. That's not really fair to say because that was like Tiffing very specifically, and then like the way it branched off, it's kind of like
It's a different thing.
yeah. It's like in a past life, man, we was brothers, that kind of thing. But I think like he feels like it kind of he should have like that with me, and like I kind of think like maybe I deserve that kind of stuff. But like I think it's kind of past that at this point. Like it wouldn't really do a whole lot, and like he said that like he can't really do that for me anymore, which is like fair, but at the same time I don't know if I need like another person there telling me what to and not to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably have to go
feels
and,
like probably feels like a lot.
yeah, man, he probably needs me like if that were the case, he'd probably need me like be mowing his lawn all the time and like just doing stuff,
Doing chores.
He might even need me to like go move away with him, and I don't know about that because I don't know if I'm supposed to stay here in like living here in Halcyon City, or if I'm expected to go back to Av because like I don't know, the crown's probably going to send somebody to assassinate me before I'm 18. If we're being honest.
Do you think they would succeed?
They could try.
Well, let's hope that they don't go that route. But in the event that they do, you'll just stay in touch. Wow. Okay. And so right now, who are you living with? Are you here in the Valor commune?
I mean, for the past like week or two, I have been because my stuff's all crazy. But I'm living with the guy who used to run like Valor Force. I guess he's like formally adopted or whatever. But like he says I'm allowed to stick with him till I'm 18, and that's really good because like he's
That is
like
good.
top man. He's like best. But at the same time, he's still like a detective. And there's a lot of stuff he's not allowed to do anymore. He used to be like a big cat in like the out in the Pacific. And
Right.
I think he's still like really really sad he can't do it no more. And it's like when you got like a lion at the zoo and you're like, oh man, you want to be back in the savannah, brother.
I see. Well, it sounds like you think pretty highly of him, especially compared to anyone else we've discussed.
Yeah, he's all right.
Good. I'm glad you have someone like that. I understand you used to run with a pretty rough crowd, and so I'm kind of surprised. I shouldn't say surprised, but it is a kind of a nice thing that you have ironically found yourself at home with a police officer. You ever think about that?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm kind of died. Even if I did think about it, I think I'm like more concerned about things that are going on right now.
of course.
Like the fact, like your dad trying to kill me yesterday. So
Right. That was another thing I wanted to talk to you about. The lot. They grounded me. They grounded me. No. They took away
They
my
took away my
robot.
claws!
They took away my robot.
I'll never forgive them.
I love the idea of like Suhaila and Isaac like pulling him out of the room. They took my robot.
They took my robot.
So like I've been shot, I've been stabbed, I've been beat up in the alleyway, I've been hit
Hit
by
me with a
multiple
car.
versions of cars, like a lot of cars. Did I mention I jumped on a grenade? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like
But
it's-
you seem physically okay.
yeah, it's
Is
like
that because of your
ancestry
god powers?
Yeah, probably something like that. You know, like
Yeah, Zeus is your father. That's pretty well known.
yeah.
Your mother?
Oh god.
Is your mother immortal, or is she also?
She's also a god. Yeah. Freya.
Well, she's not. I thought she was. Oh.
Yeah, life's pretty complicated.
Yeah, it do be that way sometimes.
Yeah. You know, it's just.
And I wonder if that's what's helping keep you safe.
I mean, probably a little bit of column A, column B. I feel like I'm like a replacement for something they lost, which
Oh,
you know,
no.
yeah,
Yeah, that's rough.
yeah. it's-
And have you talked to them about that?
Well, Zeus is shady.
Right.
Nothing new. Freya tears up and cries every time they see me. And I don't know.
Oh.
It's like.
That's
You know,
awkward.
maybe
and
they
what-
should get therapy. That would probably help.
What about your parents? Like your at-home parents?
I talked to them yesterday.
Oh, good.
They're struggling, but I think everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be good. You know,
Yeah.
my dad is gonna step down from his police work to focus more on things more important. He was hoping that taking that step would make me go home, but you know, I can't really do that without putting them in danger. Like Hera showed up at dinner last night. We stabbed her with a spear. She's gone for now. I doubt she's dead, but like, you know, it's just like danger's lurking around every corner.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's
I'm
crazy.
gonna look for the killer.
The killer.
How do you yeah, the killer. It's Phoebe. How do you deal with that? How do you de-stress?
Punching.
And that's what I said. That's what I said. No, that's not what you said. That's not. No,
I like
that's
to
fine.
imagine.
It's fine. I'm the bad guy. I'm always the bad guy.
Holy
You
shit.
needed me
That
to
was-
remove
that was
those
Sam
beans. You needed me to
Having a
remove those beans.
flashback. That was Sam having a flashback to like a month ago in like their own office with those two.
Marriage counseling.
Yeah.
Um,
This is good. I like this. I love this a lot.
I love this too.
okay, so what I'm going to recommend is, for the sake of helping you, for the sake of helping you out in this situation, I'm going to make a recommendation. So I'm not an exorcist.
Sure.
And though I know some exorcists, I know some pretty good exorcists, but I don't honestly think that they'll be able to help you out based off of what I've heard. I think you're probably going to want to talk to a schoolmate of mine. His name is Roland Alexander Round.
Yeah, we have history.
Fantastic. Do you have a means of contacting him? I can make a call and get through to him pretty quickly, I think.
I mean, he's even the reason I'm in this dimension. So we've been in contact a couple of times.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Yes.
don't worry.
You're one of the... Oh.
I
Yeah,
was
so
there.
is my dad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So, that's something to talk about. Are you...
Okay.
Oh man, that is something to talk about. And we were just married. It was fine. It was like we were married, and then I come here, and I've got my daughter, and I love my daughter, but I miss my wife, and to be fair, and to be fair, I'm like mostly over it.
Oh.
I'm like over it, right? Right.
Is not over it.
And Suheila's great. I adore Suheila. She has been wonderful, both for myself and for Isabella. Right. She's a little. It can be hard to talk to her sometimes, though. She's like a little rough around the edges, right? Right.
That's so funny.
I mean, like, it's one of those things where it feels like it'd be too late to go back there because
it's not your world.
It's not my world, but I also understand from my dad's perspective, like he lived there. that was his whole life, and then now he's been here for 15 years, and if given the opportunity, do I just go with him or do I stay here? But also we got to figure, like, if he goes back, there's no way that mom was waiting for 15 years for him, or who knows, maybe time didn't move very much at all. We blip back and it's been like a minute. Like, I don't know how dimensions work.
Yeah, neither does Roland, it seems.
Yep.
And to be fair, I guess he's working on it. But I do think that it would probably be best for both you and Isaac to stay here at this point. But I mean, it's not really my place to say for Isaac.
No, I mean, I feel kind of bad. I actually did talk to Roland without my dad and asked him to take us off the list, but looks like he was already ahead of us because he mentioned that we were basically at the bottom anyways. So by the time he would get us back there, it'd probably be like 40 years or something. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm gonna go ahead, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clear one of your conditions.
Oh, bless you.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Rule.
you can unmark hopeless.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And then Vesper Vika, you can also you can unmark guilty.
Okay. Thank you.
Russell, you can unmark afraid.
Yippee.
Yahoo!
And Benji, you can unmark angry.
Cool.
Says angrily.
Cool.
Cool. I will if you ever need anything, I have distributed many of my cards out today, but here you can have this one.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I was actually going to Dr. Papadopoulos for a while,
Oh, well, in that case, maybe I should take that back. I probably don't want to steal Dr. Papadopoulos' patients, though, to be fair, in this particular instance, I think I might be better suited for you.
Yeah.
Just because I have experience, I have more experience with metahumans and also demonic possession. So that's a 2 for 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to steal her clients, but also I'm stealing my clients.
I am stealing this one.
What insurance do you have? What's your provider?
Yeah, what's your insurance?
Yeah,
Should I talk to your dad about
legitimately,
that?
Isabella actually is like, yeah, so how much does this cost?
Oh, this is free.
Oh, God bless you.
Yeah, this one's a freebie. This one more or less is going to be taken care of off the books, probably by Suhaila.
Okay. Isabella sinks in her chair.
Not financially. We owe favors.
Oh, okay. That's certainly better.
Mm-hmm.
I just
And
get worried.
Suhaila owes me about 14 right now.
Eyes widen. Oh. I will try to make it up to her.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. She knows how this works.
Right. Well, thank you. This was really short notice, and I do feel better. I'm still scared, obviously, but
Well, it's gonna take some work.
yeah.
But I think by the end of however many sessions this ends up being, things will be looking up for you. And that is the goal of anybody, of any therapist in my position. I just want my patients happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
I
at
really
least to
appreciate
be
that.
able to build their own happiness.
Yeah. It's a work in progress. It has been
always
a
is.
very long, stressful year.
It sounds like it's been a long, stressful couple of months.
Yeah. Isabella thinks that all of her stress has started since she started deleting her dad's memories and then was like going through the timeline of all the bullshit going on. She's like, yeah.
Okay. And so, we will do that, and then let me rearrange some stuff. Let me get Sam out of there, and we do. And let me scoot everybody back in. Whoop, not you.
Oh, thank God. So, everyone have a good talk.
How was your guys's?
Hey, that's doctor-patient confidentiality.
I was going
yes.
to turn this into like a contest of health. Like I was just like curious if it went all right, if you're feeling better, if it's opened your eyes, like, you know.
I mean, it's like one session. It was mostly just like explaining, like, you know.
It's like a get to know you initial
Yeah.
session.
Like, is it normal for your therapist to just kind of go, oh, after
So
you like
far,
say
in my
stuff?
experience,
All of
yeah.
mine do that.
Okay, so it's normal. Okay, I thought I was like losing or something.
No, I wouldn't describe it as you are losing. But it is a little telling that there is clearly some stress in your life.
Do you really need to be a therapist to tell that?
thinks. I mean, no, but I think it is helpful to have a trained individual like reiterate it for you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because like,
yeah.
if I had to guess, a lot of us are just like, well, I guess that's just how it is. And then they can go, no, actually. You can go, really? And it's very eye-opening.
Yeah, it is always kind of eye-opening when people give you like the look, you know? Like the uh-oh, I've misstepped kind of look when like you say something that apparently isn't normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we were able to get all of this together for you guys. I think you were the four that most needed it.
Lord Silas, he needs it.
Well, yeah, actually, I didn't consider Silas. But Silas
What about
is.
Ramona?
And Gavin.
Oh yeah,
Gavin,
actually,
yeah.
everyone needed it.
You
Yeah.
Solomon.
And Solomon and
Does
And
Solomon
who-
need it? He seems well adjusted.
actually, Solomon probably doesn't need it, but Lorelai probably does.
What the hell? Of course he needs it.
Why? He's happy. Right?
I mean, that's
His house burned down. Maybe he's not. I don't know.
It's subjective. Like, you know, it's just like
Didn't he burn it down?
allegedly. But yeah.
Sounds like fun.
All I know is that you guys left, and then he came back and said, "Good news, everyone! My house is burned down." I assumed he did it.
Yeah.
I,
I don't want to talk about it.
yeah.
Okay then.
Don't worry
Alright.
about it. Thing of the past. It's done. Taken care of. No one got hurt.
Yeah, nobody got hurt, and that's the important thing. And also, he can afford another one, so I don't really care. If it was one of your houses, I'd have been much more worried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss my apartment.
We can go back.
No, I just mean I miss when it was just watching movies with Dad, and staying up too late was the biggest problem I had.
I think the biggest problem you had was the fact that you were smoking.
That's not the problem.
I didn't start doing that until I accidentally hospitalized my dad from almost deleting his brain. And then I overworked myself.
I wonder if you picked up the habit from somebody else in your vicinity.
That sucks. Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
What if you don't even like mozzarella sticks? How fucked up would that be?
No,
I love those. I know that about me.
That's mine!
That's me.
Don't bring that demon in here.
Okay, I just had the salt and I had to express it. Sorry, my bad.
I fucking love mozzie sticks, okay? I know me. She's like crosses her arms. Like literally when I was having my like weird brain situation, I literally said goodbye to mozzarella sticks because it was something I loved. I know it's me. She just like huffs.
Oh, okay, shit. All right, no problem.
All
Sorry, my
right.
bad.
Whew, all right, well.
Didn't mean to get between you and your true love.
Well, I think I'm going to have to give Mr. Round a call. That'll be fun. And then we will be able to move from there, hopefully. And we'll be one step closer to having that demon excised from you.
Yeah, that's
That would be
exciting.
nice.
And then, hopefully, things will return to normal around here.
Like
And
sometimes
we will have done a good thing. Because, demon or not, like, Triton is done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their headquarters has vanished. Their stocks are plummeting. Nobody knows where anybody is as far as who's in charge and what's happening. So it's getting it's dealt with.
I bet that
Almost.
secretary lost her job then, technically.
Yeah, a lot of them did.
That sucks.
I mean, not all the way.
It does, but
Ilya is still keeping him alive.
who?
I'm going to assume DK Senior.
Can you
He said he
tell
was.
him-
He said he was doing that.
Apparently, he can just sort of do it ambiently, I guess.
Huh.
That's what I saw. Maybe I'm misunderstanding him.
What about wasn't doing that for his brother?
He was, but
Then
I don't know.
I don't like that. I don't like not knowing about the superpowers of people who are living in my home.
Well, I mean, all it would take is for me to scream, Ilya, and he will come in.
Do that.
Ilya!
Oh, gee, Vika,
She-
that was from my ear.
She screams in another language. She screams in Cyrillo Mandarin.
Hello.
We have some questions for you. Would you mind take a seat right over there, please?
Sure.
Next to Russell?
That's the one that I thought.
Yeah. We just have some questions about how your powers work a little, if you don't mind.
Why? You're keeping Donovan King Sr. alive?
Be gentle.
Oh, yes. Why?
Gentle.
Well, he asked me to.
Did he
He's-
ask you to, or did he son?
Well, he asked me to. When I went and saw him.
What?
I don't know where that was, but they blindfolded me and sent me out, and it was all very secure. I'm pretty sure I rode the helicopter. And then when we landed, they took a blindfold off, and I was in a room with him.
What do he look like?
Yeah, kind of like Donovan King Jr.,
But old.
but older.
Probably nothing like the pictures on the wall, huh?
Eh, not
Yeah.
not too far.
Mm.
Had the same fatherly gaze.
Yes. Stern but loving.
Stern but loving, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like the song.
Oh, don't talk about this. Oh, fuck.
I mean, I guess that's a good translation for it, but yeah, stern but loving.
Yeah. Because just staring down at the table.
But yes, I am keeping him alive. Could you stop if you wanted to? Well, if I wanted to, yes. Why don't you? He didn't do anything to me. And it's Donovan King. Why would I want him dead?
He gave orders to kill children. He supplies weapons around the world.
Gentle.
He gave us a home.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's a little complicated.
It was a great honor to be able to meet him, let alone help him in any way I could. He is like a father to the station. He's not as old as I thought he would be.
Yeah.
Like, he looks just like the pictures. Which is strange because the earliest pictures we have of him are like almost 100 years old at this point.
In the office,
Because
I
he's using the
was-
blood of babies to keep him young, bro.
Oh, that's
Oh.
bad.
Yeah, there was a painting in the room that I was in that was very old and, pretty young. It's obviously Ilya isn't the first person that he's used or his own power to keep him alive as long as he has.
Well, I'm sure he would be able to explain it. Should I have him come here?
How would you
Not here.
do that?
Not here.
Please, yeah, not here, not here.
Maybe
I
like
can-
Fry High or something.
I can get in
I-
touch with him.
We cannot meet him at Fry High.
It's a little.
Yeah, like at least pick the park. At least the air there will be a bit good for him.
What about Little Italy?
Oh, God, and poison it forever. I mean, if you want.
It's just so hard because, like, how do we talk to someone like him, right? Like, no matter
What would that even do?
Yeah, like, we are just a speck, I guess, in the whole, like, existence of him. That just, like, 4 kids.
He'd
talking
probably be interested in talking to the people who destroyed his building.
Yeah, but, like, there's different kinds of talking. There's, like, talking, and then there's, like...
Put you under a microscope and study you kind of talking.
And, like, back alleyway, hey, let's just talk kind of talking, right? A man like
Speed of
him...
talking. Is he saying shit, Isabella?
No, he's actually left me alone for a bit. It's been nice.
Oh, why you scared of daddy, huh?
I mean, that is a little telling in itself.
But, yeah, like... If anyone knows what that demon is, it also would be that guy, so... It's if anything bad happens, we can just weasel our way out, right? Like, no way they would destroy an entire little Elise just to, like, get us for, right?
Russell, they would kill everybody in that city block.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
The idea that we're gonna be able to
no.
go to just a nice little restaurant and he's not gonna have an armed guard with like 4 different like Hummers behind him, that's mental.
Yeah.
Oh no, like Mr. King wouldn't do that. He was very friendly.
Because he...
Hmm.
I mean...
Because he liked you.
Yeah, you had something he wanted.
Don't you?
I don't know. He
You-
might.
You disintegrated his building.
Then what would he want?
you-
Revenge?
Aren't you made of mithril?
He is made of mithril.
And I'm sure he would at the very least be interested if his waking son was running around as a demon
Yeah, and
in somebody's head.
And also hurting Isabella would mean destroying that thing, yeah. I mean, like... I mean, Vika, your powers are at least somewhat of interest to him, so, like, we all mostly have something of interest to him, which is kind of safety in its own way, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than... Like, we've been in worse situations.
Yeah,
If
that's
it-
true.
If it can give us a lead on what to do with Isabella and potentially,
I mean, to me, that makes sense.
like, what if this guy isn't just some boogeyman? Right?
What if he's kind of just a guy.
Important question then, Ilya. If it came to it, would you sell us out for him?
Sell you out?
Yeah.
What, sell you out? What
If he
is-
told you to kill everybody here, or tell him where this place is.
No, I wouldn't do that. You guys have been very kind to me. And I don't think he would ask that of me.
Looks at Vika.
Law of hospitality. Ilya wouldn't do that. It is a value in our culture.
So we can just meet him in Little Lily's, I guess. It's like I said, it's dangerous potentially, but it's a chance. It's because like I don't think whatever is happening with Isabella is something new that was just created. I think it's something deep and ancient almost. So who better to talk to than probably the man who digged it up?
Yeah. Really, the only difference from what I can tell regarding this Triton demon is that it used to be connected to many, and now it's in one. And it doesn't like that at all.
Yeah, let's meet him. And talk. What's the worst the old man can do, yeah?
And look,
I'll fight an old man. I'm not afraid. I'll fuck up an old man.
And,
I don't give a shit.
And he might pay for dinner.
You don't want him to pay for your dinner.
You
You don't want to owe people like that anything.
It's just dinner. Is it really like a life debt if someone else pays for it?
This is the law of reciprocity.
No.
I am paying for your dinner with the understanding that later you will pay me back in kind.
I don't know, man. If I trust anything like that, I feel like he's gonna put like poison trackers in our food that kill us, but also track us.
Yeah.
I mean, I
wouldn't put it past him. If you guys think this is the best course of action, then I'm for it.
It is probably the fastest option. It's less safe than just poking around with Roland, but using the information we learned there, we can pass on to Roland and probably find a diagnosis or any solution faster, right?
Can we use Roland as like a middle ground or something? Like a meeting ground?
I mean...
billionaire v billionaire or whatever.
Oh, you mean like a mediator? Is that the word?
Kind of. A little. Neutral ground.
Potentially.
What about Solomon?
Maybe. Solomon, but his house are decently burned to the ground.
Yeah, Solomon's faking his death right now.
Oh,
what?
Right. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, part of the deal is like Solomon's burning down his house and faking his death so he can show up at the board meeting and be like, "You thought you got rid of me, but you didn't," as like a power play. I think that was like.
Oh my god.
He's trying to sneak out the rats.
Okay. You know what? Okay, that's bitchy of him. I like it.
Yeah.
That's just normal Solomon stuff.
It's just what he does.
Yeah, we could have Roland there, but it's just like do we want Roland to be seen in a public place like with us? Because that's kind of
I'm
like
sure he has a private place we can borrow.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's so rich. Round Corp? So these are rich men.
Yeah, I don't know if this would mean anything. Would it look strange that the head of Triton appears at the next biggest company shortly after the destruction of their building? Like, would that create implications for Roland? Like, he did it, like, called it? I don't know.
No, I'm just more worried about us, of where Roland is seen with a bunch of felon vigilante kids. Like, I don't know if that's like good press, bad press. It's press 100% if someone snitches, but you never know who's watching nowadays, right? Like,
he would look. The Triton Man would, in all likelihood, rent out the entire restaurant so as to keep things quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Triton.
Yeah.
I feel bad letting you guys go in alone.
Honestly, I could go with you if he was renting the entire place out.
I mean, that would be nice. It would be.
Gotta keep you kids safe somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'd appreciate it if you did.
Yeah.
Of course.
If things go bad, we can just throw the boo hag at him.
It is back there.
It is bad.
Always,
That's an
Oh.
ancient evil.
always
now.
waiting.
Well, I still don't think. Have I seen the bullhead? Wait. Yes, I did.
I don't think
Oh,
I've seen the
no.
boo hag.
Yeah, you weren't there. You didn't see it.
I don't think you want to see the boo hag. You got
No, I
That
don't
shit
want
was
to.
fucked up. It was so fucked up. It's not right. It's
Listen.
definitely wrong.
So far, my memories of Little Italy have been really nice. So I would prefer not to have the boo hag involved.
Oh yeah.
Because the boo hag's
Rodriguez
what's
bought
gonna
us
ruin
dinners
it.
there. Good
Yeah,
one.
and then Benji brought over some food late at night. It was very nice of him.
That was nice, yeah.
Alright, how fast can Grandpa get here?
I could call him and find out.
Cool.
Yeah, you do that.
For some reason, I thought he was going to go, well, you know, he has NOS. Like, he just blasts.
How is he gonna call him? Does he have a fucking cell phone number?
Well, I'd have to use somebody else's phone.
Yeah, you can borrow one of mine. Yeah.
Here, take mine.
Thank you.
I want to be able to track that fucker.
Love
Is
to
it-
see it.
Isabella makes eye contact with Suhaila, like, don't worry, I'm on this shit.
Love to see it.
Hello? Oh yes, that's right. Fire tangerine.
Cool.
Hello? Yes, my friends would love to meet you. Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. We were thinking about a restaurant. Does that sound good? Yes. Little E. Yes. Okay. So 9 o'clock? Little E? Tonight? Yes. We can do it.
Well, that's simple.
That is easy.
Okay. I love you. Bye bye. Click.
Has anyone ever told
Russ.
you you're a treasure?
Russ,
Yes. I
are
used
his
to hear
eyes
that all the
dilated?
time.
No, he's just like he seems fine.
Yeah, I used to hear that all the time.
Yeah.
Lots of people call me a treasure. But yes, tonight at 9. I'm told
Okay.
you'll have a wonderful time.
Thank you. If you look
like
over the menu, I can
Hmm.
bring you something.
like how
Did he, like, laugh
Yeah.
after he said that?
Yeah, like how did he's like, oh, you're gonna have a wonderful time, or did he say, huh, you're gonna have a wonderful time, or something
He's-
like that?
I don't. No, that was just me extrapolating.
Oh, okay.
He said he likes the food there.
okay.
So I just assumed that it's probably a pretty good place.
Did he say it's to die for or anything like that? Like, and anything else?
No, nothing
Didn't-
like that.
Didn't seem super evil or anything.
He never seems evil.
Mhm.
But he likes,
Solomon could learn a thing or two.
Russell just kind of leans over to Isabella, but he likes Little E's over Olive Garden, though.
Well, yeah, he has a budget.
Yeah. I guess
Does
that's
not.
true.
He does now.
Oh God, actually, yeah. What if we have to pay? He might have no money right now.
I mean, I assume, like, his wealth doesn't like disappear like suddenly. That's not like how it works. Like while like net worth is
guess.
more like assets and everything like that, he probably still has like
He,
millions or billions in the
oh
bank
yeah, he just
still,
lost a
like-
lot of assets.
Yeah, like it's assets, but like, you know, which is massive. But like,
Yeah,
you know,
I'm sure
he's-
it's not just. I'm sure he's got
like
money.
oh no, he's gonna have to sell like his 7th sports car or whatever to like make sure he can live for the next, I don't know, 7 years or so. Like
Well, he'll have to sell he'll have to sell one of his mega yachts.
yeah, like oh no, he has to fund one less sports team.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Awful.
All fun and games until it's the capes, and then you'd be very upset.
I don't like I am separating that part of me from this right now. This is
I'm
work.
separating the
That's
pain I would be in.
That's very mature of you.
yeah.
All right, let's go.
I should figure out what I'm going to wear. Cool, love it.
Man, I don't even got nothing fancy to wear. And like, does he even deserve it?
We don't have to wear anything fancy. Just wear what's comfortable, you know.
I don't know.
Like, who are we trying to impress? Like, if anything, Vika, you've already impressed him. You've deleted an entire building of his. It's kind of impressive.
Yeah, you are stroking my ego. That is true. It was impressive. I did a very good job. Every time I see this guy.
Yeah.
Right this way.
Cool.
We'll have to go down around the other way.
Oh
I'm
God.
so nervous. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
come-
Yep,
Music.
that's him.
Van Gogh.
Oh no!
Oh, he does look a little bit like Van Gogh. Huh.
Hello, sir.
Let me. I gotta look at that icon.
Hello.
Are you Donovan King Sr.?
Have a seat.
Oh.
I am.
Russell's gonna take the bullet and he's just gonna sit the closest to him, like right here, not like right there, but like I assume people can like, you know, Isabella can just roll up, like Benji can
Yeah.
pull out a seat, like.
Feel free to take one of the other tables. We're the only people in the restaurant this evening.
Sure. Isabella's just gonna like wheel up and because she doesn't need to like pop into the booth.
Nothing is off the menu tonight.
Good to hear.
Whatever you'd like.
He sits in this chair backwards.
Well, I must say I was quite surprised when Mr.
Vegito!
Vosen.
Oh, I gotta... Alright, keep going.
I must say I was quite surprised when Mr. Vosem reached out to me.
Well, you know, it's rare you get the opportunity to get into contact with someone like yourself.
True enough. True enough, I've kept myself fairly reclusive in recent years, hoping that my son would be able to take care of things.
Yeah. So, how?
Shit job he did.
Yeah. So how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing just fine, personally speaking.
Okay.
Miss Ye sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. King?
You seem to be adapting quite well. Been keeping tabs on you.
I've heard.
And Miss Peretti.
Sir.
The mozzarella sticks here, very good.
He knows. He knows too much.
He knows too much. Is this where I got it? Oh, no.
Ah.
This dude's done been spying. Awesome. He's got eyes everywhere. And every
Mhm.
cat.
So, here's, I guess, just to cut to the chase. How much do you know about Triton?
Is that a joke?
Triton as in the entity, not the company. Or I guess they're similar.
The entity. Something tells me that Junior was plotting a little something,
Yeah,
and he kept me out of the loop.
yeah, potentially.
So what can you tell me about this Triton entity?
Okay, let me see. Let me see what the fuck I got.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's see. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pierce the mask, cause fuck it, why not?
Yeah.
Use the system. So I'm gonna pierce the mask.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
And so
Love it.
I usually have the cheat sheet up. I forgot to pull it up this time. Let me grab that real quick. Because pretty much.
Here, I can post questions for you.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, one of these.
One of those. Alright, let me. Okay, so I guess starting off with I get 1 because I hit.
Correct.
Yeah. So what are you really planning? I guess is a good one to start off with, right?
So right now, he is planning on
Getting information out of us, probably.
figuring out what you know
Yeah.
and seeing if any of his seeing if there's any way that despite your differences or despite your previous differences, if there's a way that you could work together. He's probing you for your wants as much as you're probing him for his.
Okay. Well, your son was trying to steal specific technology. Technology that I believe would be able to do certain things, like switch your minds or download information from yours to his.
I see.
Something you had, or potentially something had, he wanted for power, potentially.
Something tells me that he was, something tells me that my son had gone a bit rogue. Which, I suppose it had to happen at some point. One, let me tell you.
You probably noticed a change in his behavior, right? The sudden change in his behavior?
After he was beaten savagely, found in an alleyway.
Yeah.
I'd have normally said he deserves such a thing. And yet, I was also interested in taking that opportunity to get him out of the way.
Get him out of the way.
He had become a problem.
That's fair.
Yeah, probably using company resources to assassinate teenagers is a bad look.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I'd have used my personal resources.
Yeah.
So.
And
you
so-
said that as Russell's just like, oh,
Fucker.
And so, I was attempting to I was en route to fix that situation when I was told that they were in fact awake and acting differently. You don't get to be my age without a bit of caution, and so I sat back to see what the situation was. And to my surprise, he was a changed man, it seemed. Perhaps that beating did him some good.
He said that
But I know better than that.
He said the reason he was doing differently is because he was quitting drugs, but
I'm sure.
That
That was probably part of it, no doubt.
there's potential in the fact that he wasn't him.
That seems a bit more likely by my estimation. He'd have been able to hold on to it for a while, but once the withdrawals started kicking in, my son was not a man of discipline.
No. He
Dinner.
So he was full of himself
you.
for sure, but he wasn't the kind of person to have a god complex like the person we met in that tower.
Thanks, man.
So
Or the fact that he had meta powers.
yeah.
If he had had them before, he would have put up a better job defending himself.
Indeed. If he'd had meta powers, I would be aware of it. And yet, he didn't seem to exhibit any, which is why he needed the assistance of Mr. Howdybell.
Yeah, they planned on assisting
In a revitalization of Project Ceres. Not a bad idea, especially utilizing the Texans.
I got a question. Is he like your actual biological son, or is he a clone?
Benji, right?
Hey, what's up?
Smart lad. This Donovan King Jr. was in fact a clone.
Yeah, no, the way that wrinkle in your forehead, that's just too similar.
Wasn't the first time I've done it either.
Yeah, I
Ugh.
saw a painting in the office, very old painting. A man that looked like you, or it was you.
Ah, yes, my great-grandfather. Or was he just my regular grandfather? It's gotten hard to tell. Regardless, it was getting to be about that time. I didn't like what this latest clone was doing with my body, getting me addicted to things. And so I knew it was going to be a matter of time before too long where I would slip in and take his place, as I've done before.
But something else beat you to it.
Something else beat me to it.
How
Yeah, how
can you
would
just do that? You're the meta?
Not exactly. We have technology. Certain technologies that we have been gifted with. Opportunities that have arisen that I have taken.
technology's gifted, as in you didn't make this?
Well, the cloning was us initially. In truth, I am not the first Donovan King, but the second. The technology to clone oneself has existed for about 100 years. Developed by Triton.
So you guys have passed along information through some other means?
The passing along of information did not outlive my father, luckily for me. But we did find it.
And
Pass one's mind into the body. To pass one's mind into the body of another. It's very doable.
And where exactly did you find this technology?
Triton R&D. We developed it.
Hmm.
It was normally a bit outside of our range of resources. However, we did have certain allies who were willing to send us their notes, so to speak, in exchange for other notes.
Okay.
Hmm.
We were given the technology by Ganymede.
Is it full moon stuff?
Ah. Not many know that name. You've done your research, I see. Very resourceful.
I mean, when you're dealing with big problems, you learn about them eventually.
Isabel is
So-
really thinking about this technology because
Mhm.
what her main thought is like, why would Donovan King Jr. want it if they already had it? Or at least something
I
very
don't think
similar.
he had access to it. I
Right.
think that was something only Daddy had.
Yeah. But then why would he want it? Because he's already in the best body. I guess to get the information out of Dad,
Yeah.
and then keep the body himself.
Something like that, yeah. Because, like, if you can kind of drain whatever you wanted out of that, right? Like,
Right.
so yours isn't like a full transfer, at least if you don't want it to be. Yours is like you can take bits and pieces, and the person still remains the same. Like turning Donovan King Sr. into like a catatonic, like lump only benefits him, really.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got
Yeah.
a question. Another one. I got lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to the people like it didn't work on? Because I imagine you're like evil CEO. You did all your experiments on random obos and stuff, yeah?
Who knows? That was over 70 years ago.
Yeah, I was thinking you didn't pay attention to that.
I had no reason to. I was not made aware of the technology until I was made aware that it worked.
Are there other individuals that you have been generous enough to share this technology with?
Of course. I share. The full moon shares everything between itself. Though, that has changed recently.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Not much of a full moon when it's just one company left.
Yeah. So, I guess the best question. So Ilya's keeping you alive.
Yes.
And as long as that happens, you're probably not interested in doing anything to us, probably, correct?
I see no reason.
So,
You've taken everything already. Everything worth taking. I no longer have my building. I no longer have many of my assets. Even the more hidden assets I have no way of tracking down.
so
It was difficult for me to count on the idea that someone might come in and disintegrate my building
yeah.
Bit of a wild card.
and everything in it.
The thing we're interested in is information about something specifically. as I said before, the entity that is Triton.
Yes. Tell me more.
Are you aware of a demon?
A demon.
Obviously, demons exist, but I'm talking about one that's specifically related with Triton.
No. Is that what hopped into my son? Is that what you're trying to say? My son?
We have
Something-
a suspicion, yes.
Yeah.
What's that suspicion based off of?
His personality completely changed. He suddenly became competent. He was actually dangerous. And not
He
to
told
mention-
us.
Well, okay, we can jump
He
to that, too.
monologued, sir.
He did monologue.
Oh, damn it. What a
Yeah.
disappointment.
Takes
He
all the
looked up
credibility
the-
out of a man, doesn't it?
It does. It
Look how
does.
the
I
wedding-
told him. If I told him once, I told him 1,000 times, don't monologue, just shoot them.
He couldn't resist the temptation to gloat over
Mhm.
children
But-
was too much. He simply had to take it.
But I guess that's one thing that
A man of low discipline until the end.
But I guess that's the one thing that the person that took over your son and him had in common was the fact that they felt like they were above it all, that they could say these things and get out scot-free. But right now, we have that demon contained, and we're just trying to figure out what it is and what to do with it.
Figuring out what it is. It's a demon, you said. A demon that is you called it the Triton demon, but
Yeah. It seems like it represents your entire company.
Or the modern idea of it.
why didn't you just ask? I could have told you. I'd
Isabella,
be happy.
I think any time this guy shows up, you'll probably notice her, like, tighten her grip on her chair.
Oh,
Just, like, doing her best not to look.
Well, something that represents everything the company is,
Mm-hmm.
and how little of you I find in me. How amusing. Just a figurehead. I've never heard of a company doing that. Though, Miss Peretti, your technology deals with the mind, does it not?
Yes, your son was adamant in stealing my Inga project.
Yes, I was able to read over some of it. I thought that he might be attempting to use it to, steal my mind, before I got the chance to steal his body.
Yeah.
Yes, with all the information we have now, that's the most likely course of action.
Indeed. And so, do you have reason to suspect that he had ever used it on himself?
He had some
I-
crazy stuff.
While he had a lot of impressive technology, and the fact that he had parts of the Inca project, I don't believe he ever had the full thing, nor had the capability of actually operating it. But then again, he may have been hiding things from me.
It's quite clear he was hiding things from me. He was definitely hiding things from you.
Unfortunately, I don't know the specifics of what was being hidden.
I see.
it's fucked up.
Well, unfortunately, all of the evidence of such a thing has been completely disintegrated.
Yeah.
Shame.
I hope you were able to gather the information within before doing that, but
We had someone who managed to copy a lot of stuff.
good.
But yeah,
I'd like to make an offer.
Okay.
You, all of your friends, the entire Valor Force group. I will make your police records go away. Completely. They will be wiped clean, spotless. And each of you will be given $1 million cash.
Oh boy.
To do with whatever you please. In exchange, I want the information on those servers.
So
That's
you can
kind of
just
the
grow it
deal.
all back.
Not
So you can
necessarily.
eventually get back what you had.
Not necessarily. I'll never
Mhm.
have back what I had. But I do see an opportunity to build something new.
Want to give us an elevator pitch and what that might be?
Well, Triton is gone. That much is evident. It won't be long now before I have to start selling assets just to survive. And even then, I have Mr. Vosum and his allegiance to thank for even being able to get out of bed these days. These cloned bodies break down a little faster than perhaps I would like. No, I don't think I'll be able to clone myself again. I think all of that information is gone, and so, with that, I have little to pass on, and nobody to pass it on to. Ergo, I feel generous. After all, in some small way, I participated in the creation of each of you.
Cocks an eyebrow.
Painful.
You are like my new children. That's enough.
yeah,
No, I'm serious. I feel that while watching your adventures, I've grown quite fond of you all. Ugh.
Look, trust me, I don't need another father.
Yeah, that is fair.
Amen, brother.
Don't listen to him.
I
Makes
can't
me
expect to see
wanna
you
throw
showing up at parent-teacher night anyway, bruv.
Maybe not. Maybe not a father, but a rich uncle. Who doesn't like having a rich uncle?
Crickets.
So,
I could use one at this point.
sugar daddy?
Hell no. No thanks. I think I'm going to go crush this entire building and everyone in it.
Let's
So-
let us leave.
We'll have to think about your offer, but it's pretty clear I don't think you have the information we're looking for, so
Indeed. Though, feel free to keep me up to date, and I'll see what I can do to help you.
okay.
That
Yeah.
is appreciated. Thank you for meeting with us, and honestly, having this be a lot more professional than I anticipated.
No, it's not a problem at all, Miss Peretti. If I don't owe you at least a meal at this point, I'd be a pretty big scumbag.
This whole time, Beak has just been fucking boiling.
Yeah.
Just like at a rolling boil.
Mm-hmm.
Monsieur Sure,
Yes, Mr. King.
you, I have a job offer for. Something a
Oh.
little more permanent.
Yeah? I'd love to hear it.
For you and your people are more my children than anybody.
It's a shame almost all of us are dead.
And I'll never forgive myself for allowing that to happen.
Oh, good. I hope you stew in it. I hope you stew in it.
Monsieur Sure, are you able to, having seen the full limits of what your disintegration powers are capable of, I was wondering if you had the power to create elements.
She thinks about it. The only thing I can't make is Misral.
That is what I like to hear. The
Misral
world is in
can-
the world is in dire need of many different elements, of many different combinations of elements. People die every day to mine lithium, which is in ever shorter supply. But you can create it.
I could put a lot of people out of business, Mr. King.
I believe that.
I don't think I'm interested in a partnership right now. There's a lot of bitter feelings.
Oh?
Yes. I'm thankful for my childhood. But I'm very bitter about its context. I'm sure you understand. It's difficult.
Not
To
sure I
watch the
understand.
faces people make when I have to explain to them how I used to live. It's very bitter.
I thought. You see, I'm struggling to. I suppose I am struggling to. I'm struggling to understand. Just slightly.
You never did a run up there in space. You never took a trip. You couldn't.
Not a whole trip, but I had been on the station. Once or
But
twice.
you were never on a trip.
Was it so terrible? The reports
a-
never indicated as such.
The people writing those reports were very grateful. When I explained to people, for instance, at this table, that living to 45, a big deal, everyone gets this look. And she sort of like points around. Because I'm sure when she says something like that, there is always every time she reveals a detail about it's like a ugh, and she's referring to every time she's ever shown anyone the PowerPoint. Everyone always makes the same face. Explaining that if you want to have a baby, you have to file paperwork and have your data put through a eugenics engine, for instance, to
Well, I
make
didn't-
sure you're not too irradiated or too related. People sort of, have this look. So it's bitter
Well,
to talk about my life.
I didn't design those things. Those were all designed by you. Not you specifically, but your people.
To continue working.
Probably
on-
long before you were born.
The eugenics engine, to be fair, was, I think, from the 50s. It was old. It used a punch card.
I would imagine so. It was called a eugenics engine. That is a deeply unpopular name these days.
I learned that, and it wasn't an easy thing. I learned not to talk about it pretty fast.
But you would find that it was necessary. When you only have 5,000 people in space, you need to make sure that everybody's not too related, or else things will get a little, you know.
I thought it was 10,000.
It was an amount.
So,
Yeah.
once more, the bitterness sort of seeps through when you think about it. But it's complicated.
I see.
I'm grateful that I had a good childhood, and I am deeply bitter that I can't really look back on it super fondly.
Oh, I see. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Okay. Is my pasta almost here? Because I'm about to fucking lose it.
You,
Oh,
yeah,
it was
you,
already
you've
here.
already had. Yeah,
Thank you.
food,
Yeah, we've
food's
already been
here.
eating. We could reasonably be done by now.
All right.
Yeah.
I think I need to get a box for this.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll handle the check.
Mhm.
It's very kind of you.
Good talk, everybody.
And Vika,
Yes.
I am sorry. I had no expectation that you would ever have to come back to here. I imagine that has affected you in ways that I can't even comprehend.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. There is no way that you could have arranged for the care of your slaves once they were reintegrated with the rest of humanity. There was just nothing that could have been done about that, you know? And so,
Did you really feel like a slave?
I only felt like a slave once I had to explain what my life was.
I
My
see.
man should see the PowerPoint sometimes.
Don't worry, they're out there.
It's on the internet now, so somebody else can see the PowerPoint.
I will look it up.
I think that's
Yeah.
good enough
go.
dinner.
I think so.
Ugh.
Keep my offer in mind, all of you,
Yeah.
and try to keep me up to date. I know I don't exactly feel a friend, but if my company is running around as some sort of demon, then it best be stopped sooner rather than later.
Yeah. And same with
You
you.
don't got no idea where we could start with that. Not even a little crumb.
I would say start at Triton, but unfortunately, our main office is gone. I suppose my next bet would be Roland Alexander Round.
That's what everyone's been saying. Alright. Let's head on
Come on,
out.
Isabella. Here,
Good luck.
I'll take your food. Here. Holds Isabella's food.
Yeah. She'll start wheeling away.
Rosa's gonna pat Vika on the back.
Benji's really quickly going to put his head in through the kitchen. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Compliments to the chef.
Russ, thanks for leading the charge on that.
No problem. It's a less tense situation for me than it is for most of you guys.
Yeah.
this.
As soon as she exits the door, she takes her fettuccine Alfredo and just hurls it at traffic.
Oh,
A car gets hit and crashes into a light bulb.
Well.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
V, let's have a screaming contest on the way home.
I want fucking ice cream, homie. I'm so fucking pissed.
We could do both of those things.
Let's go get ice cream.
I
We'll
need
have
to
some
eat my feelings.
dessert. And that is where we will leave off on this episode.
Yippee!
Yippee!
Wah, 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 wah.
All right, so
Squad's going
let's
through it.
grab
Yeah.
The-
After session move.
after session moves. Russell.
I think. Fuck. This is a hard one
Yeah.
because it's like, I think grow into his own image of himself because he confronted a lot of things this session with how just how existence is right now and how dangerous it is for everyone. So I'm gonna probably like, I don't know, lower mundane and raise danger probably, right? It's a lot is on the table, especially with that offer from Donovan King. So it's like, yeah.
Benji.
Oh yeah, no, similar kind of vibe. He today had not one, but two grown-ass men who were supposed to be in charge of things saying, "Oh, it was not my fault that the shitty younger man I was supposed to be telling what to do did stupid shit."
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's sitting here going,
That's great.
he's sitting here feeling like he's 40 years old already. So his image of himself, he's growing into it.
You've aged a
me-
billion years.
All right, let me just screen show a little thing. I'm not gonna screen show it, but I am gonna show you guys one of the things that I'm supposed to do according to the rules of the game.
Oh?
Oh.
Let me find it.
Processing.
What's
Here we go. We're
Oh,
gonna look
boy.
at my principles.
Adult moves.
So these are my principles. Let me do.
Incompetent adults and like stuff like that is part of the genre of the
make
game.
adults look stupid? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Copy and pistol.
Pistol.
I want you to read that last one there.
Principles: describe like a comic book. Address yourselves to the heroes, not to the players. Make your moves, but misdirect. Make threats real. Give up to fight another day. Treat human life as meaningful. Make supers seem outlandish, creative, and cool. Give villains drives to feature their humanity. Make adults seem childish and short-sighted. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so Benji's. Would it be his savior that goes up because he feels like he has to deal with this shit himself? What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make his
possibly.
mundane go down
Superior.
because this isn't the way shit is supposed to be.
Yeah, it feels
And-
like
Mhm.
superior, maybe.
Okay, and big superior points for Baby Bongo today, everybody. All right, that's me. Moving on.
Damn.
Vika.
Oh. Do you love when like father figures like are just super irresponsible? Man, there's a lot of fathers in this game.
Yeah.
My dad's good.
Your dad, honestly, so far, pretty good.
My dad
Um,
is carrying.
He really is. Him
I
and
mean,
Reed
he-
are carrying.
Well, Reed.
What about
Reed-
Tommy?
Oh, you're
I think
right.
Tommy is
carried
suffering.
the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
I think grow into her own image of herself. I'm gonna do freak up. We'll do not mundane down because I feel like the therapy was a little bit mundane. I'm gonna maybe put savior down.
Therapy
Everyone
was a bit mundane.
yeah, a little. So I'm gonna do freak up, savior down, and she'll stew in that for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And Isabella.
Oh, dude. Oh, I wasn't sure if Demon was gonna pop in.
No,
we
you
don't
get it. You
tempt
get
him.
it today.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say closer to the team because of Russ.
Hell yeah.
Because Russ was the first person to come in and check on her, and immediately was just like, "Hey, man, how's it going?" And then also took charge of that meeting when Isabella was, and also Vika were just like not mentally and or emotionally prepared to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
I'm going to let's see. I'm going to I'm gonna lower your freak and raise your superior. Because Russell's like, don't worry, we're gonna find the solution.
Okay.
So yeah, so Russell's like, yes, we can find it. So thumbs up.
My superior is maxed.
Oh.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Like prior to you? Prior to me raising it, or
Correct. It was already at 3.
no?
Uh-oh.
Take a
Sorry, girl.
condition.
Insecure.
Yeah.
Things are scary right now.
Honestly, fair. There's a demon in the girl.
There's a demon. Let's go. Okay.
Let's
Go.
go.
And so, we got an Imgur.
Hell yeah.
This was put together
Love to see the
via Homestyle Trixie. So first off from Zile.
Yeah,
we got the
yeah.
cute meow meow.
Why do you let them eat sand?
Them eat
I
sand.
don't like the Russell.
I love that Russell is so kind and understanding, but Merveille just hits the one button. He's like, I don't care for this one very much.
Oh my
Super
god.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
the lemonade.
horrendously cute.
Big,
Oh my
big
god.
lemonade.
Fucking with your music.
Fucking with your music.
I was going crazy. I was like, what the fuck
Good.
is happening?
Connecting fucked up family tree.
What's up with the swan? No.
Backseat your
When the
life.
demon starts to backseat your life. You kids, you're fucked up. And that's coming from a demon. Damn, you kids really need therapy, little Mao.
Oh, we're all doing this therapy thing? Yeah.
Try me, bitch.
Oh, the
Wow.
Oh, the toes.
The
That's so
toes.
fucking cute, dude.
De-stress bolts.
Runs.
That's my wife.
I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot.
Ah.
Ah. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think that one's got sound.
Holy
I
shit,
miss my-
really?
Oh, it's pausing. Oh, it's fine. You can find it in the Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing, thank you.
Like, we all know that clip. We all know it.
Ah,
Ah.
Oh.
Oh, all of you.
So
Oh,
I've been
this
shot,
doesn't
I've
get
been
easier.
stabbed.
So, these kids, Sam, these kids that are always getting shot and stabbed, it's like each and every one of them is an Ethan. Oh, God, no.
Whoa, whoa, Karibo be upon ye.
Oh, we got a Vika,
Boys
Vika dog.
away. Yeah, Vika doggy.
we could
I'm just
doggy.
gonna fucking get
You see,
you.
you've become my blorbo.
You see, you become my
Stop.
blorbos.
Yeah, and then we have from Heretica. Just
How do I de-stress?
yeah.
Aw.
Guess
that's
so, what's
great.
that?
And then we have from Ragdoll.
Screeching.
That's their screaming competition.
Little
That's-
couple of trap pinches.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, these.
Mhm. Alright. So thank you all
Alright.
for coming out. Thank you, Austin, for GMing.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for playing, and
Thank you for streaming.
Yeah.
thank you for streaming and being our cameraman. And thank our audience for coming out.
Yeah.
With this time and next time. Say goodnight to Chad, everybody.
Good
Good night.